In this week's game day vlog, we are playing the Aspley Hornets, and for what I've heard, they are the team to beat nearly every year. Last year in the seconds and the seniors, they won both of their grand finals, and I think they won them pretty convincingly. It's going to be a huge test for the Surfers Paradise Demons this week, but unfortunately last week's vlog, I did not get any game day footage because my girlfriend who does the videoing for me had work. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, I didn't get a game day vlog out last week, but it's pretty disappointing because we played the Sherwood Magpies, but I definitely played my best game for the Surfers Paradise Demons. I kicked 5 goals, set up a lot of good plays, but unfortunately I don't have the footage for you guys, but we ended up beating Sherwood Magpies by I think 94 or 96 points or something around there. So we won pretty convincingly. We are sitting very nicely on top of the ladder at the moment in the seconds, and our seniors would be in the top 3. They haven't lost a game yet. After my 4 and 5 goal 2 games, I'm currently sitting on top of the leaderboard for the leading goal kicker in the second side. So that's not anything I expected. I was worried about how I'll be playing up here, how I'd deal with the heat. But so far, I have been playing pretty well and kicking a few goals each game. But it's pretty easy to kick goals when you're getting the delivery like I do off our midfielders and halfbackers. But yeah, it's going to be a bloody tough game. I need to bring my best. We need to bring our best to beat the reigning premiers this week. But I'm playing against some old mates I used to play with in Yarrawonga. So I'll be versing my mate Henry Lonigan. And then in the seniors, I'm pretty sure a good mate of mine, Macca Lonigan, will be playing. So it'll be good to watch him. But hopefully he doesn't play too well because we want the Demons to get up and beat them. And for dinner tonight, we are going to go with half a pizza and a nice bit of lasagna to really get the carbs in. Couldn't decide between the pizza or the pasta, so I've gone both, and that was bloody delicious. Now I'm going to sit down, start watching the footy, starting to prep, get my body right, drink heaps of water, because tomorrow is going to be the biggest game for us this year. Really important for us to get off to a good start, and if we can go 3-0, it'll go a massive way for us making finals this year. So I'm super keen. I cannot wait for tomorrow. I hope you guys are keen too. So make sure you like and subscribe if you're liking these game day vlogs. But yeah, I'll pick up the camera when I'm going to bed. Wow, just finished watching the footy. And how good of a game was that? I'm pretty sure Adelaide are pretty stiff though. That ending where Sammy Draper half dived on the ball, I think that would have been paid if it wasn't in the final seconds of the game. So I think the Crows are a bit stiff there. Last year the umpires didn't look after him, and tonight the umpires didn't look after him. So if you're a Crows supporter, I'm feeling for you. But it is time to go to sleep because it's 10:30 and I need to get my 8 hours of sleep. So I'm going to go to bed now, get some rest because I'm that excited for tomorrow. I've been in some good form, putting my hand up for senior selection in the coming weeks if I can put together another good game tomorrow. So yeah, I'm pretty keen. Gonna go to sleep now and I'll see you in the morning for my pre-game ritual.
I've been thinking about I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about
Good morning, it is game day. So I woke up this morning around 7:30 to my alarm going off, and I wasn't really hungry this morning, so it's about 8:30 now, but I need to eat pretty early so I don't feel full when I'm running around playing today. But I didn't know what to go with, so I've gone with something I've never had that I can think of for a pre-game meal. So we've gone with the neutral grain this morning. For some reason I was just craving neutral grain, but then I might finish it with maybe 1 or 2 slices of toast because we play around 11:30 and I'd start to get pretty hungry around then. So I just smacked down the Nutri-Grain. That actually hit the spot. That was so yum. But now we've moved on to some honey on toast. Shout out to Mum. Mum's calling me right now. I'll have to call you back, Mum, because I'm vlogging and that is more important than your phone call right now. Kidding. But yeah, can't wait to devour this, and then that should do me for food before the game. So I'll take you through what I pack for all my footy games when I go to play. And obviously, gotta have the towel. Towel is essential. Got the footy boots, got the Nike Tiempos, nearly due for a new pair because they're getting pretty smelly. So if anyone knows someone that works with any footy shoe company, reach out because I'll definitely promote your shoe if you want to send me some shoes. But yeah, got the Surfers Paradise Demons blue shorts today because we're playing at home, first home game. Got the warm-up top there. Then I take a bit of hair stuff just in case the hair starts to drip down in my eyes and stuff. Want to texture it up and get it out of my face, so we take that. And then massive essential, if you don't remember last year in a preseason game, I got my jaw fractured because I didn't have my mouth guard in and it bloody hurt. So never ever forgetting to wear a mouth guard again after that. And the lucky last thing that I am bringing to today's game, I haven't done this before, but I used to do it back home, and that is getting a couple of lollies, because it's like 4 hours until we play, so I'll start to get a bit hungry around like half an hour to an hour before the game. So a few lollies will not hurt you playing footy. Get the sugar in, get your energy up. But yeah, we'll see if they work. Hopefully they improve my energy and not being starving while out playing. Our game day jumper at this club, which I've never experienced before, we don't actually take the jumper home. We leave it at the footy club. They wash it, they bring it. So that is bloody good, knowing that I'm not going to forget it and rock up to a game without a jumper, because they do that all for you. So appreciate the Surfers Paradise Demons for that. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I've only got 15 minutes before I have to leave and go to the game. Starting to get pretty excited, still very nervous. Even though it's my third game, I'm getting to know everyone now, but I'm still bloody nervous to play. But it should be a heap of fun today. Let's go Surfers Paradise, let's get the win. We are on the way to the footy, and it is another pearler day. I thought it was meant to rain today, but it is again 25 degrees and very sunny and no clouds. So it's going to be a hot game again today. This is the third game in a row where it's been over 25 degrees and just pure sun. So it is taking some getting used to, but I'd way rather this than playing down in Victoria in the freezing cold. So I consider myself pretty lucky. But yeah, starting to get nervous now. Only 10 minutes away from the ground. Hopefully we play well, hopefully we get a win, and hopefully I get some good highlights for you boys. Cheers. So we rocked up to the game about an hour and a half before the game started, just to have our meetings and warm up and stuff. And it was another hot day. It was about 25 degrees, but unfortunately we ended up losing the toss, so we were kicking into the breeze to start the first quarter. We had a fair few changes this week, and one of the changes was not having a key ruckman. So the Aspley Hornets got a great tap out to start the game, and he hit someone up lace out, and then this bloke goes back and has a ripping shot on goal, and the reigning premiers had kicked a goal within the first 30 seconds of the game. And a few minutes later, Wilbur kicks one out to our captain, Sugar, and he goes back. He's looking to pass it here, but I'm just screaming at him, take the shot, you're good enough. And he dobs our first for the game. All the boys are up and about, and now it's an even playing field. We're both on one goal. Here I work up the ground. I slip over, but I get my hands back on it, get a handball out. Then we unfortunately just miss the handball there going forward. But we get a nice little intercept mark on the wing, and he kicks it down long. And we get it, nearly takes a great mark there. Handballs it out to me. I try to sell a bit of candy, bang it on the left, just trying to get it into our forward line. But unfortunately, Aspley read it better than us, and they just bomb it out going the other way. And here I'm just trying to present an option, but look at that, go for a mark. That guy definitely got me over the shoulder, but the umpires don't seem to pay that up here. So that one was a missed free kick to me. Here Cannon gets a bit of space, he bombs it to me, but the wind just caught it, went over the back. Luckily it went out the back, I got onto it, tried to dribble it through, bang, but unfortunately one of the Aspley boys got their hands to it, and that was going through. So looking back, I definitely should have kicked that one in the air, not along the ground. But to be fair, I had no idea that Aspley guy was there. I just could not see him. But here we go. Wilbur gets a shot on goal about 30 metres out, straight in front. Going through for a goal, and it's touched on the line. So that one hurts. Poor Wilbur didn't quite kick the distance going into the wind. This is some great forward entry play here. Miles hits one straight in front of me. I take a nice mark straight in front. I was about 40 to 45 metres out, kicking into the wind, and I wasn't sure if I had the distance with the wind, so I was kicked the absolute cover off this, bomb it, put it up to the left-hand post, hoping the breeze would bring it back, but unfortunately it just hit the post, and it hit it right at the top of the post, so I definitely had the distance in me. And here we've got a forward 50 stoppage, and Nico gets the handball out, and he just bombs it onto his right boot. And little Nico kicks a crazy stoppage goal, and that got the boys all up and about. So Aspley have a late shot on goal here. The siren goes. They're about 40 to 45 metres out. And he goes back, and lucky for us, he ends up kicking a point. But the first quarter, we ended up kicking 2 goals, 3 points for 15, and the Aspley Hornets kicked 1 goal, 2 for 8 points. So there was a goal in it going into the second quarter. And we were straight back into it. J-Mac in the ruck, going up. But unfortunately, this guy was just so big in the ruck. He was dominating with all the ruck taps. But Harry McKenzie gets the ball, gives it out to Cripper, and we are going forward here. Bombs it in, but unfortunately, it is a turnover. We get an inside kick here. We kick it to the wrong spot a lot in this game. We didn't do well. We keep kicking to the top of the 50, but Finback gets onto it. I just put a block onto Finback so he can get an easy run-in shot at goal, but unfortunately, he just missed to the left-hand side. Matho bombs one in. I fly to take a big mark. I should have held that. I just couldn't hold a mark this week for some reason. I wasn't playing good at all, so a missed opportunity there for me. But again, Nico gets it here, kicks it to me, but I probably wasn't the right kick. Top of the 50, we did not want to kick it there. I was just very lucky to get caught high there. So I try to get up really quick, push him off me, get back. I see there's open space, bomb it to the space. And then Bainesy takes a nice little easy uncontested mark. Pretty good kick. So he's going back to have a shot on goal. But unfortunately, Bainesy missed that one. And then we get one out the back. I'm using my leg speed quicker than him, but he just shoves me in the back. And the umpire does not pay me a free kick ever. So I thought I was a bit stiff there. He literally 2 hands in my back, shoved me over the line, and still no free kick. Then Bainesy gets his hands onto it here, finds a bit of space. Look at him out there. He'll be happy with this one. He's running into an open goal. Little left foot check side, and it goes straight through. He misses the easy set shot to give me a goal assist, but he kicks that one. Aspley get a costly turnover right in the goal square. I run onto it and I just fresh aired it. I don't know what was going on with me today. I was playing absolutely terrible. I would normally eat that up and it would be an easy goal, but I just completely missed my foot. But that was the end of the second quarter. We were up by 2 goals. It was a very low scoring game and we were kicking so many points. So we really should have been dominating the former premiers, but we just couldn't put it all together. But here, we just overused it again. Just finally get it out to Cannon. He kicks it in long like we should be doing. And I'd nearly take a mark. But again, I just couldn't hold a mark today. It was really frustrating. Again, I end up probably working up too high. But I received the handball here and I just bomb it in because there wasn't enough for this today. It was a pretty bad kick. But the water boy gets in the way. But Harry McKenzie gets onto it. He runs around onto his right foot. And he dribbles it in for a much needed goal. And that's my second goal assist for the day. But rest in peace, Harry McKenzie. He ended up leaving us to go play for Broadbeach. Wish him all the best. He's a great bloke. And somehow J-Mac convinces the umpire he's marked this. He was the man at the back, but he takes a great mark, a much-needed mark, and he goes back and dobs a much-needed goal for the boys. So that was the end of the third quarter, and they had come back a bit. So we're only up by 5 points, and we were heading in to a massive final quarter. This bloke here got absolutely put under the bus and I've come through to spoil it and he's turned his head at the wrong time and I've literally just punched him straight in the face. I felt so terribly wrong, but the umpire said, nah, that was fine. You got there, it wasn't late. It was just a freak incident. And that generally made me sick because I hit him so hard. And then Aspley go bang and they kick a huge goal and they take the lead for the first time for the day, and it is early in the first quarter. So we are starting to get worried that we are going to lose this game. We are pushing forward again here and J-Mac takes a huge mark for us boys, gets back off the mark, gets the composure back, and then he hits up Boxer in a bit of space and Boxer goes, bombs it long, go up for a contested mark, I crumb it, go for a left foot snap, and I absolutely butcher it. I'm just having a shocking game. Just hits the middle of the ball, and it just goes straight in the air. And again, another easy goal that I would kick 8 times out of 10, but unfortunately just missed it. And again, it should have been a mark. I flew for that, easily should have marked that, but unfortunately I just couldn't mark anything. And then Will crumbs it well, but unfortunately he kicks a point. So the score was 40-all. It was a draw. And I get my hands on it out here, go to my left, try to hit Bainesy up, but unfortunately he just didn't get there and it rolled through for a point. So that was my 3rd point for the day, even though I was trying to hit Bainesy up there. So we were up by a point and we had not kicked a goal halfway through this 4th quarter. And again, another opportunity for me to take a mark, but unfortunately just went over my head. But now we had a 2-point lead with 2 points in the last. Boxer bombs it in. I'm trying to get out the back there, but unfortunately just couldn't get there. but it was another much needed point for us boys. Aspley were going forward here, but that is a great intercept mark. I think that was Pekka there. What an absolutely goal-saving intercept mark. But Cannon kicks it to me. I run onto it. I take a nice mark. The guy hits me in the back of the head, but no downfield. So I turn, hit the quick kick to Harry McKenzie. He goes back. He again kicks it again to Cripper. And then Cripper bombs it inside 50. And then Finn Mack takes a nice mark. Again, probably nearly could have been 50 metres after he marked it. But the umpire said no. So this was very late into the last quarter. I think there was 3 minutes left. So Finn Mack is very slow to get up, draining the clock as much as he can, which is, to be fair, he was hurt. So he gets up slowly, takes all the time he can. Good angle here to see his beautiful shot on goal here. But yeah, he takes up his 30 seconds, chewing down the clock as much as we can. Because yeah, like I said, I think there was only 2 or 3 minutes left. He goes to run around, bombs it through, but unfortunately sprays it on the full. But we were so lucky because that ball rolled way out the back and the bloke ran to go get that ball when there was a ball in the goal square they could have picked up. And then the other guy went to grab the ball there, as you can see. But the umpire says, no, your other mate's gone to get the other ball. So you have to wait for that ball. So that chewed up like an extra minute. So that was huge for us. But Aspley had to go. So they bomb it long. And they get it out the back of the pack. He bombs it long again. So they were on here. If they kick a goal, it was game over. We lose. But luckily we get it running out the other side of the ground with a bit of space. Bombs it to space to me. I had a 2-on-1 here. I try to get it. Just bounces over my head. Old mate grabs it. I got the unluckiest bounce. I just get shepherded off. But luckily we fumble it and Nico gets there and it accidentally hits him on the foot and it rolls out for a boundary throw in. And there the siren goes. We ended up winning a massive thriller by 2 points. I think we played the worst game as a team we've played all year. I played shocking. I played my worst game I've played in like 3 or 4 years. It was a terrible effort by me. So I ended up with only like 2 or 3 goal assists and 3 points. So I obviously wasn't what I wanted to do. But next week we play the big rivals in Labrador. So I'll be doing everything I can to play a better game next week. So if you want to see that game, make sure you like and subscribe. I love you all. See you next week.